Another fine day on Wick's GTO. All right, all our steering components are here. The correct UMI bump steer kit is here. We got ProForged pitman arm, ProForged idler arm, ProForged inner tie rods, ProForged center link. All of our goodies are here. I'll put this baby together, make it steerable. Right. Got our UMI adjustable bump steer pins in our spindles. There's our spacers. And we're just gonna mock her up to where we're fairly parallel with our lower control arm. That way, we're gonna be pretty close on our bump when we get to that stage. So we're gonna shim this, get it where we want it, kind of just eyeball it, and then of course we'll be adjusting later on. All right, got her kind of mocked up here. I put the 3 longest spacers in. We just want to try to keep the control arm angle in line with the tie rod end angle, just to limit our bump steer. But this is just for mock-up, and then once we have her on the ground, we're gonna go all crazy. You'll see that way later, way later in the videos. But that's coming up. Also, pitman arm mocked up, ProForged idler arm, check. Pitman arm, check. Gonna do our tie rod here on the passenger side. Get everything hooked up. Our steering is hooked up. Everything is where it's supposed to be. Looking good. Of course, we got a lot of adjustment and bump steer and caster camber toe when everything's done, but it's looking good. Mocking up our caliper. Oh, there we go. Now our focus isn't going all crazy. Gotta make sure you space them correctly so they're even on both sides, which in the hardware kit, they send you spacers right there. So we're gonna set our pads in here, and that will be all set. While Wick's over there making fucking racket. Noisy little guy. I'm over here getting ready to finish up our brake lines. I already got them on the caliper. Wick's doing the tabs right here. We'll assemble those. I started assembling our U-joints for the steering just to kind of get it mocked up and situated. And our goal here is to keep all this hardware when the box is straight all the way up the shaft. That way you know you're square. That's the way to do it. But we're looking good.
Spare bolts.
Wick, what did you magically find on the floor that was completely random?
I thought maybe you were doing a little artwork on the floor. I wasn't sure what happened when I went away, but I think it's when we moved the table earlier, it seems to have made this really interesting design. Not sure about that.
Neither one of us noticed it. And then Wick's like,
Hey,
did you make some art? And I'm like, no, I didn't make any art. But that's fucking hilarious.
yeah, what's the chances of that happening?
It's a sign.
It's a sign.
Are we gonna get dicked, or is this thing gonna have its own big dick?
That
I don't
may have
know.
already happened.
Hopefully our dicking is done.
But I hope so. I hope we're on the upside now.
Yeah.
On the positive.
Pun intended on the upside.
On the upside, yeah, pun intended.
Things have been hard. We could go all day.
Where does it stop?
It never stops.
Yeah, the other thing we could do.
All right, mocked up our frame side motor mounts, which we're gonna tidy up later when we pull them back off. But We got our brake lines mounted with our old frame brackets. We have new ones on the way, but we just want to make sure everything was routed nice. And we're looking good. Bam. Wick's cleaning more of that wonderful overspray off from the...
Yeah, whoever painted that stuff got a little crazy.
I wonder who that was.
I don't know. Not sure who did that. But fortunately it comes right off.
Yep. Front brakes mocked. Rear brakes mocked. Rear brake lines are on to the center of the housing. Moving along. Block up, mock up. We just come up with that.
Mm-hmm. Kind of almost rhymes.
Yeah. Poet don't even know it. All right, so we're gonna test fit our tranny. Nothing.
Price put this bell housing in first.
Wick totally missed the tranny joke, but it's okay. It's getting late in the day.
It is getting late in the day.
All right, little bell housing mock up. Find the right hole. Go down, Wick.
I see them.
Down,
I see them.
down. You're trying to stick the dowel pin in the
It's the wrong
bolt.
hole.
Wrong hole.
Probably should come over here with a couple of bolts in my pocket.
Here, hold on. Oh, I was gonna put my foot on it and try to hold it.
All right.
Sometimes we get a lot of shit done. Sometimes we're monkeys fucking up. Monkeys fucking a football. Monkeys fucking a football.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah. At this point, we're like one monkey on each end.
All right.
Okay, cut.
Yep, we're ready to drive this thing. We've driven a couple hours. Here, let me get in here. This would be where I'd sit, right over here somewhere. Look at this.
It's not. It's no longer Wick and Alley. It's Fred and Wilma.
It'd be hard to shift without a shifter handle on there, but
Put a pair of vice grips on that some bitch.
I think
You'll
we
be
can make
fine.
it work.
Tranny's mocked up, kind of.
I know this is a little hokey.
You're a little hokey. You're kind of not square, but
Oh shit.
Wick's trying to be He-Man over
It's a
here.
little heavier than I remembered it from a couple seconds ago.
Well, that's because it has an iron block bolted to it.
Yeah. What did I do with the people?
On the ground with a block. Looking pretty good. Got some measurements all ready for next week.